My name is Vivian, and have you ever wondered why the leadership of giant businesses, companies, dynasties, and even churches continually recycle within the offspring of their founders? It's because these founders took the decision to create their kinds to succeed them, so that the family legacies do not die off or be transferred. This means that these parents started from the onset to create chief executives, kings, and church leaders out of their children. There is no other magical explanation. The environment just rubs off on their offsprings. You're listening to Hearts with Heads, and on today's episode, I am trying to teach you how to create your own world. If lions create lions and monkeys create monkeys, what then makes you think that you can be studying architectural design, for example, and graduate as an advertiser? Your output is directly proportional to your input if energy and time are constant. And so far, you do not compromise standards the way dog breeds are being compromised. Your desires, your words, and your actions are what create your world. So many people live their days the way it comes. So many people live their days the way it comes. Whatever they see, they take as if they have no other options. This category of people are never particular about anything. They are not sure if they want to work and earn salary or be their own boss. They are not sure if they want a family or not. They just go with the flow. Whatever they see, they take. My ex-husband, on the week we had our twins, shared a random copy and paste message to all his male contacts on WhatsApp saying that family is a scam, women are scum, advising men to focus on private matters such as drinks, smokes, women, parties, clubs. Just fill in the gap, whatever it is that gives you joy. That women and their children will stress a man to death and then balance to enjoy the fruit of his labor. And when you sit down to calculate the amount of value such a person as this has, a lot is left to be desired. Seeking for opinion from this kind of a person can be very challenging because if nothing matters to you, nothing will be important to you as well. If you live your life aimlessly without a purpose, you will be lost in the crowd. Because things will be happening to you instead of happening for you because you failed to create realities for the things that are important to you. I'll tell you a story about my twins. I started speaking to those boys right from the first month of gestation. In fact, I spent most of their gestational period creating and molding what I wanted to give birth to. I will not bore you with the whole gist today. I will stick to just the specifics. Apart from the fact that I made sure to secure their physical features ahead of time from paternity and maternity mixture. An official too. Those in the spirit will get what I mean. I was very particular about the personalities I desire in them. I named my kids immediately they were conceived, and I chose names that were in line with what I wanted to create, not names that were in vogue or funky and sexy names or whatever you call it. My kids' names tell some stories about them. Even though that twins would look alike, I still wished that mine looked different. I prayed that the first should look more like me, both physically and emotionally. In my words, then I would say, wow, my meticulous and melancholic head baby, you are super smart, everybody's friend, and his brother's keeper. And to the second, I said, the sweetest child any mother can ask for with a heart larger than any pain. Your brother's battles are yours, while he stays busy worrying about the well-being of his enemies. People won't have access to you, yet you will carry your family along like a warrior that you are. You see, I was taking the creation personal. Una no go understand the privilege I got to help God. I was not going to lose it for anything. Are you also worrying about the time to do all this? Ha! I had all the time. Yes, 36 weeks. I was not going to take anything for granted. And believe me 100%, I created every aspect of their lives with this routine in every seriousness. Hey, didn't mama or the hell on At every moment, I knew who was occupying where in my tummy. And so when I got a kick, I would say, Finn, stop. Before they came out to the world, I was already used to them. So it was not difficult for me to, distinguish between the two on arrival. Their personalities sounded louder than their names to me. They are everything I asked for, exactly the way I wished and confessed. So you are a co-creator with your maker, and he gave you the authority to continue in the process. Quit being a mediocre and start creating the kind of life you desire for yourself. Start creating your tomorrow from today. There is no miracle out there. Create good health by practicing, healthy lifestyle. It doesn't always add up, but just do your part. You can be self made by being less anxious and feel more comfortable in your free zone. Try to complain less. First, practice not complaining for a day and then stretch it to a week. And before you know it, you would have started, showing more gratitude than complain. Learn to avoid distractions so that you will have sufficient time and energy to develop yourself. Be intentional about everything you do and do not go with the flow or allow things to just happen to you on their own. I once had a friend who would always tell me, don't worry about any situation, time will sort it out. This is not a good approach to life. Be intentional about everything, set realizable goals, and make sure to achieve them. You will be amazed at how productive you can be. Avoid people who contribute nothing to your growth. Do not associate with them. Avoid them like plague. They are not good for you and you are not good for them. So why pretend to be friends? Give them zero tolerance near your affairs. Do not confide on anybody that happens to just be available. You may just be digging your grave. Learn to be in control of your emotions and use your mouth wisely. Talk only when it's necessary. Do not forget that even a fool is considered wise until he speaks. When you give long hours to people who do not contribute nothing to your growth, you are burning up precious time you would have used to cultivate in your own vineyard. Take people the way they take you. Surround yourself only with those whose eyes lit up when they see you. People that are excited about your strength and achievements. Slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. Do not rush yourself to death. Impatience is a death warrant. The top of one mountain is the bottom of the next one ahead. So keep climbing. When you feel unloved, maltreated, or disrespected, you will naturally want to revenge. But the problem is that when you go out on a revenge mission, you will get yourself destroyed. The best reaction to negative energy is silence. Do not let hatred win your soul. Revenge is not worth your life. Leave your enemies to their fate. They will eventually get what they deserve. You will never be understood by everyone. So learn to be comfortable with controversy and being misunderstood. You get it? See you next week.